would like to welcome the Alexander players, cheerleaders, coaches, and staff to Notre Dame for today's game. At this time, we'd like to welcome onto the field the visiting team, the Alexander Trojans, coached by Mr. Tim Sawyer. And now, the home team, the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame, head coach Bill Sutherland.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Notre Dame High School, where we have another Section 5 football matchup on tap for you this afternoon. My name is Alex Brasky for the Batavia Daily News Facebook and YouTube channel, here to take you through this afternoon's action between the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame and the Trojans of Alexander. Alexander comes into this game at 4-1, while the Irish enter at 1-4. We'll take a quick moment to pause for the national anthem. All right, so we're getting set to go here at Bill Sutherland Field at Notre Dame High School. The name will officially go into existence this afternoon when, at halftime, a brief ceremony is held to honor the late legend Bill Sudsy Sutherland, longtime champion coach here at Notre Dame. And the Irish have made the decision to name their hallowed grounds here on Union Street after their former head coach. So before we get too deep into this afternoon's broadcast, let us first thank our sponsors, beginning with our scoreboard sponsor, Casella Waste, which will also be sponsoring the Casella Waste Athlete of the Game. Casella, looking for residential pickup at your house, a dumpster or roll-off service for your place of business? Call Casella Waste and check out their great rates on local waste removal. Casella, your #1 provider for all your waste and recycling needs. Always putting your waste to work. Call Casella today, 585-308-0662. Also, TF Browns. Whether you're looking for a great place for lunch or dinner, a place to relax and enjoy a beverage, or planning any type of party or get-together, TF Browns is ready to meet your needs and budget. Also, Empire Tractor, your local New Holland dealer selling a full range of tractors and farm equipment. Empire Tractor is also proud to sell Dixie Chopper zero-turn mowers, which is the world's fastest mower, and they are now selling and servicing the Coyote line of tractors, mowers, and utility vehicles. Check out their website, empiretractor.com, or visit in person right in front of the Genesee County Fairgrounds. Also, Genesee Community College is having drive-through open house on Saturday, October 16th. Register online at genesee.edu/visit. Also, Georgian Swede Sales and Service is a full-service equipment dealership located in Pavilion. Established in 1983, Georgian Swede has been providing exceptional sales, rentals, parts, and service for over 35 years. Also, Western New York Concrete Corporation, pave your way to success. Since 1946, we've been proud to provide our concrete services throughout the Genesee County area, as well as the rest of Western New York. Contact Western New York Concrete today for custom concrete driveways, custom concrete patios, and more. 343-6850. Kenneth Klein at Howard Hanna Realty. Contact Kenneth, your hometown realtor, providing you with the same level of service when purchasing or selling your home. Call 297-0764 today. Also, Bubba's Landscape for all your residential and commercial lawn treatment needs. You will spend less time on lawn care and more time doing things you love. And lastly, Main Street Insurance Agency was incorporated in 1992 with 2 local locations in Warsaw and Attica. Give us a call or stop down for an insurance quote, 591-1590. So once again, you see the Casella Waste scoreboard as we're getting set to go here at Notre Dame High School. Eric Klein will kick the ball away for Alexander, and Notre Dame will receive the opening kickoff of today's game. Back to return for the Irish, Evan Cummings, a senior. A ground ball from Klein, fielded by Bryston Berry, and he takes it across the 35-yard line, and that's where Notre Dame will begin its first drive of the game. So as I said in the pregame, 2 disparate trajectories for these 2 teams. The Irish 1-4, losers of 4 in a row, while the Trojans, another fine season well underway, 4-1, looking to make it 5-1 this afternoon. So here are the Irish to open up this afternoon's action. Cummings is deep in the backfield. Jimmy Fanera under center. Fakes the handoff to Cummings. Fanera looking to throw on the run. And a diving catch made by Ryan Fitzpatrick. A good start for the Irish, as that's near a first down. 2nd and 2 coming up. So a nice throw from Fanera and an even better catch from Fitzpatrick, and the Irish starting this drive off well. Fanera will go under center once again. Cummings in the backfield. Twin set to the left. Handoff goes to Cummings. Wrapped up right near the line of scrimmage. Looks like that's 72 Gavin Smith Crandall. But Cummings falls forward. That's going to be a first down for the Irish. We do apologize if there's any technical difficulties this afternoon. Typically with cloudy and clement weather and windy weather, sometimes some spottiness can occur. So if that does happen, we'll do our best to get that shirt up for you. 1st and 10 for the Irish here, following the first down run from Cummings. Fanera out of the shotgun now. Berry goes in motion behind him. Fanera takes the snap, flips it to Berry. Running to the near side, but wrestled down by Nick Kramer, a senior linebacker for this Alexander defense. And that's a loss of 1. 2nd and 11 coming up for Notre Dame. Coming off the first down. So as I said before, festivities planned for halftime. Field being named Bill Sutherland Field. Festivities also before the games, a little bit more somber as celebration of life for the late Notre Dame alumnus Ricky Mancuso, as Anthony Edwards takes that one forward for a gain of about 5 yards. 3rd down coming up for the Irish, but manageable. 3rd and 6 with 9:49 to go here in this first quarter. A big play in this game early on. Edwards being introduced as a running back this afternoon, typically on the line of scrimmage, but a tough player with athleticism, and you saw it on that run. 3rd and 6 coming up for Notre Dame. Man in motion is Fitzpatrick. Fanera under center, looking to throw. Flag comes out. Fanera on the run, and he's brought down for a loss. Christian Kissel on the pursuit for the Trojans, and like I said, a flag is down, and it might be offside on the Trojans as the play was allowed to continue with the pre-snap flag. So we'll see what the call is here. Could either be that or maybe an illegal procedure. Yeah, illegal shift on the Irish. And the Trojans decline it, so 4th down coming up for Notre Dame, 4th and 8, and ND will send the punting unit, I believe, onto the field. There's 9:03 remaining, so we'll let our clock wind down a little bit. So here comes the punt from Bryson Berry, back to return for the Trojans, Jacob Laney, along with Kissel. Another pre-snap flag comes out. Kissel takes the return on the run, breaks a tackle initially, now in the open field. Kissel cutting back, up the sideline. Christian Kissel is gone. Touchdown Trojans. But remember, a flag is on the play. We'll see what the call is here. So the return from Kissel all the way to the end zone. And the flag looks like it's going to go against the Irish. So I believe the touchdown will stand. Christian Kissel, an 80-yard return for a touchdown. And the Trojans have taken an early 6-0 lead, 8:35 to go here in this first quarter. What a run from Kissel. A junior, plays tight end and linebacker and obviously returns kicks and does it well. 6-0 Trojans awaiting the PAT as Klein comes on for the kick. So a good start for the Irish, able to gain a 1st down on that opening drive. It's stalled, the punt, and Kissel 80 yards to the house. Here's Klein for the PAT. Snap is good, hold is good, kick is up, and it is good. 7-0. Alexander increases its lead. And once again, we thank our sponsors for this afternoon's broadcast, beginning with our scoreboard sponsor and sponsor of the Casella Waste Athlete of the Game. That is, of course, Casella Waste. And then TF Browns, sponsoring the TF Browns Top Trench Performer, also to be awarded near the end of this game. Empire Tractor, we're here to help you grow. Genesee Community College hosting a drive-through open house on Saturday, October 16th from 10 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. George & Swede Sales and Service, now selling and servicing Hyundai construction equipment. Western New York Concrete Corporation, selling quality ready-mixed concrete at 638 East Main Street in Batavia. Howard Hanna Realty and real estate salesperson Kenneth Klein. Bubba's Landscape, 768-6576, 81 Lake Street in Leroy. And Main Street Insurance Agency, competitive quotes on auto, homeowner, business, and more insurance. So 7-0, Alexander with the early lead. And the Irish will look to take back over here on the ensuing kickoff. Klein getting set to kick it away for the Trojans. Another ground ball right to Berry. And he falls forward to about the 30-yard line, and that's where Notre Dame will begin its drive here. Ricky Townley on the stop on special teams for Alexander. So here are the Irish for their second drive of the game. Once again, it does appear as if we're experiencing a bit of technical difficulties. They've been spotty here and there. We do apologize for that as the flip goes to Cummings. Looking for room on the edge, but he's brought down by 3 Trojans tacklers. Number 40, Clayton Bizon, 72, Gavin Smith-Crandall, among those in on the tackle for the Trojans. So I forgot to start the clock there. 2nd and 9 coming up. Large crowd on hand here at Notre Dame High School awaiting the halftime ceremony to honor the late Coach Sutherland. We'll show you the crowd in the east end zone shortly. Finero looking to throw, going deep. Fitzpatrick, contact down the field, but no call. So incomplete, as Finero was looking to go deep to Fitzpatrick down the sideline. Looked like good coverage there, I believe provided by Mason Bump. Looks like Ricky Townley might have been back there as well. So 3rd and 9 coming up for the Irish. And Finero will go out of the shotgun and send Cummings in motion. Finero looking to go deep once again, throws up a jump ball, and it's picked off. Intercepted by Ricky Townley, brought down by Cummings, and the Trojans will take over at their own 40-yard line. 1st and 10 coming up for Alexander. They already lead 7-0. And likely the punt coming up on 4th down, so not much harm there. Especially after Kissel returned that first one, Notre Dame might be better off. The talent shown by Kissel on that return. So here we go, 7.5 minutes to go in this first quarter. 1st and 10 for Alexander. Kramer takes the snap, takes it himself, and there he goes, Nick Kramer, untouched, into the end zone for the Trojans touchdown. Nobody home for the Irish defense. And the Trojans are rolling early on in this one. It's about as easy as a touchdown as you'll find at any level. Wide open at the line of scrimmage and no one there to stop him in the secondary. Klein on for the PAT. Looking to make it a 13-0 game, or 14-0 game, excuse me. Snap, the hold up, and through. Excuse me. A little bit of a squeak there. 14-0. Alexander in the lead. Notre Dame head coach Joe Zambito talking things over with his Irish, looking to stop the bleeding here. So as I said before, a large crowd on hand to take this one in and try to show it to you kind of out of our reach here with the angle. Look at that crowd in the end zone. Like I said before, awaiting that halftime ceremony. For the Irish looking to give their fans something to cheer about here. Been a tough start to this game as they trail 14-0. Plenty of time left in the first. Once again, we do want to apologize if there's any technical issues on YouTube. We do want to remind you this game is also available on Facebook. Doesn't appear as if there's any technical issues on that end. So if you do have the capability, perhaps switch over to one of our Facebook pages. either the Daily News Sports Facebook page or the Batavia Daily News Facebook page. And sorry about that camera work, as the kickoff once again fielded by Barry. And he's brought down after a short return. And the Irish will begin their drive here. So 7:15 in the first. Notre Dame begins its drive. Fanera under center, turns around, hands it to Cummings. Big hole at the line. And there's Cummings into the secondary for a big gain and a first down for the Irish. Townley in on the stop. He's having a nice game defensively. So another good gain for the Irish here, as a huge hole created at the line of scrimmage by this sizable Notre Dame offensive line. Big Joe Truer on that right side. By that time, it went to the left. Fanera takes the snap, handles it, able to push his way forward for a gain of about 4. So 2nd and 6 coming up for the Irish here. So also up front for the Irish, you have 55, Maverick Hall, 53, Dalton Ham. Looked like they cleared the way or helped clear the way for that big gain from Cummings. Also 73, Camden King, and 58, Connor McWilliams. So a nice job on that play, and really both plays there, creating some room to run for the Irish backfield. So 2nd and 6 here for Notre Dame. Fitzpatrick goes in motion. Handoff goes to Cummings, and he's met in the backfield. Kissel there for the tackle for loss. 3rd and 10 coming up for the Irish. So inside 6 minutes to go in the first. 3rd and 10. Notre Dame looking for a spark here. Fanera under center. Edwards and Cummings behind him. Fakes the handoff, does Fanera, looking to throw. And it's picked off once again by the Trojans defense. This time, Ben Merrill records the interception. And the Notre Dame sideline looking for a defensive penalty there. So another turnover created by the Trojans. And they'll take over here 1st and 10, looking to add to their lead. Kramer takes the snap, and a little trickeration here from the Trojans, looking to go deep. Oh, and it's incomplete. So Bizon looking to go deep to Laney, but it's broken up and it falls incomplete. So 2nd and 10 from the Trojans. And after Alexander took the punt return in and then that wide open touchdown from Kramer, it seems like the Trojans are just toying with the Irish here. And another penalty here coming up on Notre Dame. Legal substitution. No, unsportsmanlike conduct on Notre Dame. Ooh. So a little argument going on the sideline between one of the officials and a few Notre Dame players. As the Irish were called for unsportsmanlike conduct. So we did have a call for unsportsmanlike conduct. It has yet to be marked off. As things getting hostile here, still with 5:27 left in the first quarter. So the penalty will be marked off now, and Alexander will have a first down coming up after the unsportsmanlike call on the Irish. So 1st and 10 for Alexander. Snap. Kramer tosses it out. Has Laney. Breaks a tackle. Forcing his way forward past the line to gain. That's a first down for Alexander. So another fresh set of downs coming up for the Trojans. There's Laney, a nice run there. Lezon in the backfield as the up man. There's another good gain there for Braden Woods. Tackled by Jay Antnor. 2nd and 7 coming up now. So if you tuned in last night, you watched probably the game of the year between HFL and Batavia, a 27-26 win for the Cougars in that game. Came down to the wire. 4th down play stopped by the HFL defense with about 1:10 left, secured the victory. Kramer takes the snap, looking to run, and a nice play made near the edge. Fitzpatrick in there on the tackle. So a 3rd down and about 7 coming up for the Trojans. Notre Dame in need of a stop here, but the Trojans likely in 4-down territory, and if not, they do have Klein, who is as quality a kicker as you'll find at the Class D level. So Alexander spreads things out. Kramer pump fakes, connects with Laney. Across the middle, brought down inside the 5-yard line. That's going to be a first down for Alexander.
Laney tackled by Panera. First down at about the 5.
So as I said, once again, connection has been spotty. You can also join us on Facebook if you're experiencing any issues on YouTube. So here we go. 1st and 10 for the Trojans inside the 5-yard line as they pack things in. Hand off to Woods. Stopped at the line. but he pushes his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Braden Woods increases Alexander's lead. It's now 20-0. So Klein on for yet another PAT. It's getting late early for the Irish. Snap, kick, good. 21-0. Once again, we'd like to thank our sponsors for this afternoon's broadcast, beginning with Casella Waste. Call 308-0662. Looking for residential pickup at your house, a dumpster or roll-off service for your place of business? Call Casella Waste and check out their great rates on local waste removal. Also, TF Browns, whether you're looking for a great place for lunch or dinner, a place to relax and enjoy a beverage, or planning any type of party or get-together, TF Browns is ready to meet your needs and budget. Empire Tractor, your local tractor.com. Also, Genesee Community College having a drive-through open house on Saturday, October 16th. Register online at genesee.edu/visit. Georgian Swede Sales and Service, a full-service equipment dealership located in Pavilion. Georgian Swede has been a dealer of Hyundai construction equipment since 1994, selling and servicing Hyundai machines longer than anyone in the state. Western New York Concrete Corporation, pave your way to success. Since 1946, we've been proud to provide our concrete services throughout the Genesee County and Western New York area. So here's the ensuing kickoff following the latest Alexander touchdown, their third of the game. Trojans are romping the Irish with 2:32 remaining in the first quarter. So Klein sends it on the ground once again, and falling on it is Jaden Sherwood, JV call-up for this game. Also, this game brought to you by Howard Hanna Real Estate Services and real estate salesperson Kenneth Klein. Contact Kenneth Klein, your hometown realtor, 297-0764. You can count on Kenneth to be there every step of the way. Also, Bubba's Landscape for all your residential and commercial lawn treatment needs. 768-6578. So here come the Irish back out, 1st and 10. Looking to put some points on the board here. Snap, toss to Edwards, reverse, Barry now looking to throw, going deep. And he throws it out of bounds. So he had Fitzpatrick behind the defense, but may have been a bit too deep of a ball for him to throw as it was across the field. Instead, he went for Cummings and threw it out of bounds. This game, of course, also brought to you by Main Street Insurance Agency, 591-1590, 2 locations in Warsaw and Attica. So 2nd and 10 here for the Irish. Snap, handoff to Cummings. Slips a tackle in the backfield, but eventually brought down after a short gain of about 2. Looked like Woods in there on the tackle. 3rd and 9 coming up. Another reminder to join us at halftime for the ceremony honoring the late Coach Bill Sutherland. Notre Dame renaming the field Bill Sutherland Field this afternoon. Finero looking to throw, and the ball comes out, and the Trojans recover. Things have gone from bad to worse for the Irish. Notre Dame territory. 1:33 remaining in the first quarter. Kramer out of the shotgun now. Bizon beside him. Takes the snap, hands it off, up the gut. Bizon strong running, can't be brought down. Eventually wrestled down by a number of Notre Dame defenders. Sorry, I forgot to change the down and distance there. That was, of course, a 1st and 10, and now 2nd and 5 coming up for the Trojans. Kramer out of the shotgun, takes the snap, looking to throw. Overshoots his intended target. It was Kissel he was looking for. 3rd and 5 coming up for Alexander. Kramer will go under center now. Snap, handoff to Woods. Trying to find the edge, breaking tackles, and the ball pops out. Up into the air, and Alexander recovers. It's the big man. Looked like Matt Jason on the recovery. So that's going to bring up a 4th down, 4th and about 2. But the Trojans fortunate to recover that one as that one popped right up into the air. Kramer forcing his way forward for the 1st down. So my apologies, I let the time run out, but there was 7 seconds left at the end of that play, and that's going to do it for the 1st quarter of play. 21-0 Trojans. They're approaching the end zone once again.
Instructions for that as we get closer to the half.
All right, so getting set to begin the 2nd quarter. Alexander closing in on the end zone. First and goal from the 10. It's been all Alexander, beginning with the punt return from Kissel, followed by the long run from Kramer, then the Trojans added to their lead, and it's now 21-0. Kramer out of the shotgun. Woods and Bizon in the backfield, and there's movement. Bizon, a false start. Still favorable field position at the 15-yard line. 4 downs to go to reach the end zone. Snap, Kramer looking to throw, lobs it up. Oh, and Laney couldn't make the play. So 2nd and goal now. Sorry about the camera work there as Kramer looks to run here, but a nice strong tackle made by Anthony Edwards.
Edwards on the tackle, helped with 63.
So 3rd and goal now coming up for the Trojans. Alexander will spread things out here, 4 wide. Kramer takes the snap, looking to throw on 3rd down, flips it to Bizon. Blockers in front of him, and Bizon flips into the end zone for the Trojans touchdown. So the screen goes to the fullback, and Bizon rumbles his way in for 6. It's now a 27-0 Trojans lead. 11 minutes to play in the half. Klein on for the PAT. Snap, kick, good. 28-0. So as I said before, it's simply been all Alexander today. Notre Dame with a 1st down on its opening drive, but since that moment, tide is completely flipped in favor of Alexander, and I think many expected a blowout here today, and that's what we're seeing. So getting set for the ensuing kick following the Trojans' touchdown. Kick from Klein, another ground ball to Barry. On the return, able to get it up to about the 40-yard line. So a good drive start for Notre Dame here. So 3 turnovers for the Irish today. It's not helped their cause. And Alexander has taken advantage of each of them. Trojans have been nearly unstoppable here this afternoon. First and 10 for the Irish. They need to get something going here. They hope to get back into this game. Fanera takes a snap, looking to throw. Slant to Fitzpatrick, but it's thrown behind him, and it falls incomplete. So 2nd and 10 now. Fanera under center, hands it off to Cummings, and the ball comes out, rolling around, and looks like it's recovered by the Trojans. And it is. Another turnover by Notre Dame, and another takeaway for this Trojans defense. Notre Dame just giving it away here this afternoon. This has been a dismal effort from Notre Dame here today. Fourth turnover of the day for Notre Dame. And here come the Trojans offense. Here comes the Trojans offense back onto the field. Kramer looking to throw, pump fake, under pressure, gets it away, and I believe that's going to be intentional grounding. And that is going to be a loss of down, so second and long coming up for the Trojans as Kramer threw it to no one in particular. So that's been the best play of the day for the Irish. An intentional grounding from Kramer, and that will set the Trojans back to a 2nd and 29. Yeah, 2nd and 28. Kramer out of the shotgun once again. Bizon beside him, 3 wide. Man in motion is Laney. Kramer takes the snap, looking to go deep, lets it go, jump ball. And it looked like Merrill was able to knock it away from Fitzpatrick, who was there on the coverage for Notre Dame. 3rd and 28 coming up for the Trojans. Notre Dame looking to force perhaps their first punt. The Trojans' first punt, that is, of the afternoon. So 3rd and 28, Kramer out of the shotgun once again, takes the snap, looking to take it himself, and a big gain here for Kramer, but that's not going to be enough as he goes ahead for about 10 yards, but brought down, and that's going to be a 4th and long, 4th and about 17. And we'll call it 4th and 18. And I believe we'll see a punt here from the Trojans, their first of the afternoon. So got to give credit to the Notre Dame defense there, able to take advantage of the big penalty. Bizon gets it away. And Cummings on the return. Good return here from Evan Cummings down the sideline across the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 coming up for the Irish. All right, 9:28 remaining in this first half. Now or never for the Irish. Started the clock a little early, my apologies. Fanera looking to throw, and it's complete to Jaden Sherwood. First down for the Irish. So a positive play for this Notre Dame offense, the JV call-up, Jaden Sherwood. Few call-ups today for both sides. As I believe a few JV teams had bye weeks this week. So we're seeing some new faces here at the varsity level, and you saw it there, Sherwood for the first down. Fanera hands it off to Cummings, running laterally, and that's not a good move against this Trojans defense, and he is lambasted by Braden Woods for a loss of 3. Great form tackle by Woods. Shoulder across the body, head up. At least I think that's how they still teach it. Tackling has certainly changed since my day. But that looked like a clinical tackle there from Woods. Fanera under center. Contacted at the line, dragging tacklers with him for a gain of about 5. 3rd and 8 coming up. So here's the 3rd and 8 play. Notre Dame in need of a conversion, maybe in 4-down territory here. Barry, the man in motion. And a flag comes out for delay of game. That's not going to help matters, as it's now a 3rd and 13. Someone blowing the train horn as they go by. I know you could get that in a truck. Fanera dropping back, looking to throw, lobs it up. Sherwood is intended target. Falls incomplete. Pretty good coverage by the Trojans secondary, and 4th and 13 coming up now. So Barry back to punt this one away from Notre Dame. And the kick going directly toward the sideline. The Alexander cheerleaders taking cover. So 6:43 remaining in this drawn-out first half. 1st and 10 coming up for the Trojans after the short punt from the Irish. So here's the first down play. Kramer under center. Seen him primarily out of the shotgun today. Hands it off. On the run is Ricky Townley, and he's brought down. Bryson Berry in on the stop for the loss. 2nd and 11 coming up. Snap, handoff goes to Bizon. He's tripped up. So the Notre Dame defense starting to show some capability here as they're looking to force their 2nd straight punt. We do have somebody here, I think.
Right in your driveway.
Timeout has been called by Alexander with 5:14 remaining in the half. 3rd and 9 coming up. We'll take a quick break.
At halftime, where we'll be having the dedication of the field as the Bill Sutherland Field. At halftime, we are going to ask that the Sutherland family, as well as any former players or coaches that are here, to proceed out to the field, and we'll put you where we need you to go and get ready to run this hill.
All right, set to resume play here. 3rd and 9 coming up for Alexander. Snap, Kramer looking to throw under pressure, and he's brought down. Connor McWilliams and Joe Truer in the backfield for the Irish. 4th and 14 coming up. And where was this Irish defense to begin the game? They've really come along well here in this second quarter. So here's Bizon ready to punt. Good kick. Forces Cummings to retreat, and it rolls out of bounds at the 16-yard line. A special teams exhibition being put on by the Trojans here this afternoon. Great kicking and great punting when Bizon's been given the opportunity. So 4:25 remaining in the half. 1st and 10 coming up for the Irish. Looking to carry some momentum into the halftime locker room. Fanera under center, awaiting the snap. Looking to throw, going deep. Jump ball, Fitzpatrick. And it's batted down. Ben Merrill there for the coverage. So 2nd and 10 here for the Irish. Slant, and it's blockers in front of him. Ben Merrill reversing field. And he's finally brought down at the 6-yard line. Flag comes out after the play. And another unsportsmanlike call on the Irish. So 1st and goal for the Trojans here, looking to add to their lead. So it's actually at the 2. So first and goal from the 2. I thought it was the 6, but 2-yard line, and Woods walks into the end zone for the Trojans touchdown. (34-0). 5 turnovers from this Notre Dame offense here in the first half. And they also allowed the long punt return for the touchdown. Kick is up, kick is good from Klein. It's now 35-0. 3:50 remaining in this first half. Once again, we'd like to thank our sponsors, Casella Waste, 308-0662. Today for a quote, T.F. Brown's in Batavia, 214 East Main Street. Also, Empire Tractor, we're here to help you grow, 5072 East Main Street, 343-1822. Genesee Community College, Saturday, October 16th, hosting a drive-thru open house, 10 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. George and Swede Sales and Service, 7155 Big Tree Road in Pavilion. Sales, rentals, parts, and service. Contact George and Swede today. Western New York Concrete, quality, ready-mixed concrete, 638 East Main Street, 343-6850. Howard Hanna Real Estate Services and real estate salesperson Kenneth Klein, 297-0764. Contact Kenneth now. Bubba's Landscape in Leroy, 81 Lake Street. For delivery or pickup, please call ahead Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., Saturday, 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. All mulch is triple ground, brown hardwood available, black diamond, red ochre, mushroom compost, and topsoil also available. Main Street Insurance Agency offices in Attica and Warsaw. Competitive quotes on auto, homeowners, business, life insurance, and many other forms of insurance. So a ground ball here from Klein rolls out of bounds, and Notre Dame will have quality field position, their best all day. And a little bit of a fracas going on near the sideline. I think a flag came out. Looks to be one on the sideline, unless that's a yellow towel. Or actually, the flag came out for the kick out of bounds. I'm not sure if there was anything further. So we do have a personal foul going against Alexander. It's their first personal foul of this game, and that will improve Notre Dame's field position even more. They're going to have it near the 50-yard line. At the 50-yard line. So here we go. 1st and 10 for the Irish. Handoff. And Cummings is wrapped up in the backfield. Chase Graham in there for the stop. 2nd and 12 coming up. Notre Dame approaching a delay of game, and they call for a timeout. And we'll be right back after a short break. All right, still 3:03 to go here in this first half. 35-0 Alexander. Notre Dame with possession, facing a 2nd and 11. Had to call a timeout to avoid a delay of game penalty. A big crowd awaiting the halftime ceremony to honor the late, great Coach Bill Sutherland, who will have the field named after him here at Notre Dame. So 2nd and 12, but it's going to get worse. 2nd and 17. False start for the Irish. Out of the timeout. So here's a 2nd and 17 for the Irish. Finera under center. And he falls down in the backfield. It's going to be a loss. May have tripped over the foot of his center there. And now it's going to be a 3rd and 25. Snap, Finera, back to pass. Screen set up in the middle of the field. Barry, good gain into the secondary, back past the original line of scrimmage. It's going to be a 4th and 9 coming up for the Irish here. So 4th and 9, Notre Dame in need of a conversion. And Finera is under center. Fakes the toss to Cummings. Now upfield, and I think he's going to have enough for the first down, and he is. So a good decision and a nice gain for Jimmy Finera. And Notre Dame taking its time here with 1 minute and 10 seconds remaining. Inside a minute to play. Finera under center. Fakes the handoff. Looking to throw. Under pressure. Off his back foot. Throws it out of bounds. And a flag comes out in the backfield. And it's intentional grounding.
There's a receiver out there.
Notre Dame not in favor of that call. Now we have a discussion.
There's a receiver over there. Oh my gosh. You're an idiot.
Now we have an unsportsmanlike call on the Notre Dame sideline. So we had the we had the intentional grounding call. Then it seemed like the official said he was going to wave it off. But now the unsportsmanlike. So whatever the case may be, it's a 1st and very, 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 very long. So we're going to call it 1st and 23, I think. Not great with math. So shotgun snap here for Finera. Drops back, looking to throw. Forced out of the pocket, now looking to run, brought down from behind by Woods. So excuse me, that was a 2nd down play. It's now 3rd down and 28. It looks like Notre Dame's just going to let time run out here in this first half as Finera was shaken up on that play. And we'll head to halftime, 35-0. The Trojans are in the lead. We'll be back shortly with the halftime ceremony honoring the late Coach Bill Sutherland.
Like when you want the clock to start. When they tell you. Charlie, bring this guy to the baseball games. Bring him to the base. This is what we need. Yes. Yeah, so when Pampasino blew that call at first base. Yeah, everyone. You can sit right in the dugout. They're having a ceremony. Be around here. I don't blame them.
join us in recognition of the contributions of Bill Sutherland to Notre Dame High School that spans 6 decades. We are joined here on the field by Bill's wife, Melanie, Notre Dame class of 1970, son Billy, class of 96, and wife Ashley, Jennifer, class of 2000, husband Kevin, class of 98, their children Nora and Patrick, as well as Bill's brothers and sisters, Kathy 69, Ann 71, David 80, Mary 84, Jimmy 86, as well as many other members of the Sutherland extended family, as you can see behind me in the white shirts. They came from all over to be here for this special day. The name Bill Sutherland and his famous nickname Sudsy were synonymous with Notre Dame for 41 years, and he was recognized throughout the Genesee region, Section 5, and the Monsignor Art Association for his coaching prowess, the preparation of his teams, and the way his teams competed. During this time, Bill helped shape the hearts and minds of Notre Dame students as a coach, teacher, and administrator. As a coach, Bill was known for his love of players and his desire to see them excel on the field, in the classroom, and most importantly in life. Coach Sutherland was renowned for his fiery intensity and his ability to motivate his players like few coaches could. The result was a stellar coaching career that included 7 Genesee Region football titles, 13 baseball titles, 2 Bishop Smith baseball championships, 4 Section 5 titles in football, 7 in baseball, 3 consecutive golf championships. Altogether, Coach Sutherland led teams were victorious a remarkable 14 times in 16 championship game appearances. What is often lost when discussing Bill is that he was an excellent teacher who motivated students to perform at a high level. Coach Sutherland scored students' passing percentage and mastery levels were annually at the top of the Bill region. Just as a coach recognizes his team's areas that need to improve, Bill excelled at identifying where his students were struggling and found ways to help them understand and improve the performances. He did the same outstanding job preparing his students for their championship game, the Golden Region, than he did readying his teams for the sectional championship game. Bill was an outstanding athlete at Notre Dame, and in 1995, he became the only person who's ushered into the Notre Dame Athletic Hall of Fame as both a player and a coach. In 2007, Section 5 recognized Bill's successful career by inducting him into their Hall of Fame. Due to the many accolades listed above, as well as those that time does not allow us to mention, the Notre Dame Board of Trustees, Administration, Athletic Department, and most importantly, our Notre Dame School community of alumni recognize that the naming of our football field is a fitting tribute to Bill Sutherland, who dedicated so much of his life to Notre Dame and his students, and much of that time was spent on this field. At this time, I would like to present a plaque from Molly, Billy, and Jen commemorating the events that transpired today. The plaque reads, "This plaque is presented to the family of Bill Sutherland, ND class of 1967, to acknowledge the name of the local in recognition of his 30-plus years of extraordinary service, dedication to Notre Dame High School. Saturday, October 9, 2021.
You may not know this, but this came about thanks to the relentless effort of the class of 67, Bill's classmates, and their tenacity and their passion to get this done almost matched Bill's. I don't think good, but that was a great job by the class of 67. In addition, the Sutherland family would like to welcome everyone interested to T.F. Brown's after the game for a little collaboration and beverages, I believe. Thank you.
Thank you once again, everyone, for turning out in support of a man who really deserved it. It's a great showing here today at the Notre Dame School community, and I'm proud to be a member of it. Thank you very much.
All right, so following the halftime ceremony, we'll be right back with the second half.
never lost a match. Also, the 78 football team and the 78 volleyball team that won first section 5 titles for Notre Dame. Coached by legend Bill Sutherland.
So here we go, opening kickoff of this second half goes to Alexander, fielded by Braden Woods, and he's on the run. Across the 40 to about the 44-yard line. And that's where Alexander will begin its first drive of the second half. It was all Alexander in the first half. And we'll see if the Irish can mount any sort of resistance here over the final 2 quarters. So sorry about this. I got to turn these ads off the screen. A little late returning to my post after the halftime ceremony honoring the late, great coach Bill Sutherland. You can find that ceremony streamed live on our Facebook page. So here's the handoff to Woods, running to the left side, breaking a tackle, and eventually spun down as a flag comes out. So we'll see what the call is, and it is an illegal block going against the Trojans. So second and long coming up. Second and 18 for the Trojans.
How are you?
Okay, we have the winner.
I forgot to start the clock here. And we have a timeout called by the Trojans, 11:08 remaining in this third quarter. That will give us a chance to thank our sponsors here. And it's in fact first and 18, sorry. A little slow start to this half for me. But we'd like to thank, of course, Casella Waste. Looking for residential pickup at your house, a dumpster, or roll-off service for your place of business? Call Casella Waste and check out their great rates on local waste removal. Casella is your #1 provider for all your waste and recycling needs. Casella, always putting your waste to work. 585-308-0662 for a quote. T.F. Brown's, whether you're looking for a great place for lunch or dinner, a place to relax and enjoy a beverage, or planning any type of party or get-together, T.F. Brown's is ready to meet your needs and budget. Also, Empire Tractor, your local New Holland dealer, selling a full range of tractors and farm equipment. Empire Tractor is also proud to sell Dixie Chopper zero-turn mowers, which is the world's fastest mower. We'll get to a few more of our sponsors here in a moment. The Trojans are back on the field for this first and long as Kramer is in the shotgun. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff, takes it himself up the middle, breaking free back to about the initial line of scrimmage. We'd also like to thank Genesee Community College, which is having a drive-through open house on Saturday, October 16th. Register online at genesee.edu/visit. Also, George & Swede Sales and Service, a full-service equipment dealership located in Pavilion. Established in 1983, George & Swede has been providing exceptional sales, rentals, parts, and service for over 35 years. Western New York Concrete, quality, ready, mixed concrete, 638 East Main Street, 343-6850. Whether you're looking for concrete driveways, custom concrete patios, and more, call Western New York Concrete today. Howard Hanna and licensed real estate salesperson Kenneth Klein. Contact Kenneth Klein, your hometown realtor, providing you with the same level of service when purchasing or selling your home. A couple more sponsors to go here as another unsportsmanlike call against the Irish gives Alexander a first down and a short run on first down for a gain of 1, 2nd and 9 coming up. Also, we'd like to thank Bubba's Landscape. Bubba's, for all your residential and commercial lawn treatment needs. You'll spend less time on lawn care and more time doing things you love. Call now for an estimate, 768-6578. Main Street Insurance Agency was incorporated in 1992 with local locations in both Attica and Warsaw. Give them a call today or stop down for an insurance quote, 591-1590. So 2nd and 9, Bizon through a massive hole in the center of the line, and looks like that's going to be a first down for Bizon here.
First down at the 30-yard line.
So just a reminder, we will be awarding the Casella Waste Athlete of the Game along with the TF Browns Top Trench Performer near the end of this one. Kramer takes the snap, turns, hands it off to Woods, dragging tacklers with him for a nice gain of about 6 yards. 2nd and 4 coming up for the Trojans.
Elizio and McWilliams on the tackle. 2nd and 5. 2nd and 2.
Kramer fakes the handoff, looking to throw off his back foot, and it's wide of its intended target. A diving Christian Kissel, unable to make the play, and 3rd and 4. Sorry about that, 3rd and 4 coming up now. So here's the 3rd and 4 for the Trojans. The handoff goes to Woods, pretty much an automatic 4 or 5 yards at this point. Gives Alexander a first down.
On the carry, Edwards on the tackle. It's enough for a first down. At the 15-yard line.
And Alexander once again in the red zone. Kramer under center, Laney in motion. Handoff goes to Bizon. That's a gain of about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up.
Tackle by McWilliams. Pick up of about 3, 2nd and 7.
Now this is what high school football is all about, folks. Kids in the side field. A little game of backyard football. Maybe more competitive than the game we got going on here. Kramer back to throw, under pressure and wrapped down. Connor McWilliams starting to make his presence felt for this Notre Dame defense. A loss of 5. 3rd and 11 coming up.
Brings up the 3rd and 11.
Third and 11 for the Trojans. Irish looking for the stop, but Alexander likely in 4-down territory. Kramer flips it out, has his man, sorry about the camera work, breaking tackles and finding his way into the end zone. Ben Merrill in for the latest Trojans touchdown. It's now 41-0.
Merrill on the catch and run for a touchdown.
So Merrill, like we saw in his interception, A nice job in the open field, able to find space and find the goal line. Might have to think about putting him back to return kicks as well. So Klein on for the PAT, looking to remain perfect and make it a 42-0 game. It's up and through, 42-0. So Alexander eats up plenty of time there. And they seize a 42-0 lead. So just a quick note, Klein obviously perfect on PATs here today. He's been a great kicker for Alexander over the years, and he and right across the street here at Batavia kicker Julia Petrie, who was injured for Batavia's lost HFL last night, they actually have the same special teams coach. Sam Watts does a nice job with both of these kickers, and they've really helped their teams here this season. Julia Petrie missed last night's game due to an injury resulting from a bus accident on the way back from Batavia's Week 5 game in Cohocton. So Petrie forced to miss this week, but she believes she'll be back next week. Here's Klein to kick. Streaking ahead. And Batavia, or excuse me, Notre Dame will begin its drive at the 39-yard line.
First down at the 40-yard line. Notre Dame offensive line. Center is Dalton Ham. The guards are Maverick Hall and
So this Alexander defense has been strong here today. You have obviously Matt Jason in the center of things on the defensive line. He's done a nice job. Braden Woods also has done a nice job, and Nick Kramer from their linebacker positions. And they're looking forward to posting a shutout here against the rival Irish. Finera hands it off to Vinny DeRizio, who is driven back and wrestled down by Bizon.
tackled by number 40. Played from Bizon.
Forward progress on the play, so 2nd and 9 coming up for Notre Dame. Second and 9 for Notre Dame. Finera will go under center. Snap, handoff to DeRizio once again. Ooh, and a big hit. Bizon in there to deliver the blow. Christian Kissel on the initial contact on the tackle. Again, forward progress awarded. 3rd and 9 coming up for the Irish. What a hit delivered by Bizon there. So 3rd and 9. Finera takes the snap and looks to throw. Quick throw, going deep. Pop fly and fielded by Ricky Townley for the interception. 6th turnover on the day for the Irish. And we have gone to a running clock here at Notre Dame High School. This one has gotten ugly. New quarterback in for the Trojans. It's Mason Bump. Takes the snap. Brought down right near the line of scrimmage for no gain. 2nd and 10 coming up. Once again, we'd like to remind you about our sponsors, Casella Waste, TF Browns, Empire Tractor, Genesee Community College, Georgian Swede Sales and Service, Western New York Concrete, Howard Hanna, and real estate salesperson Kenneth Klein, Bubba's Landscape, and of course, Main Street Insurance Agency. So Bump takes the snap, looks to take it himself, bursting through for a gain of about 7 yards. 3rd and 3 coming up. And now with the backups in for the Trojans, I think now is as good a time as any to award the Casella Waste Athlete of the Game. And we're going to give it to Christian Kissel. He really got Alexander started with that big touchdown return. He also put forth a fine effort on defense. So Christian Kissel, your Casella Waste Athlete of the Game, awarded with 2 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter with the backups in for the Trojans. First down run from Bump. TF Brown's top trench performer will be awarded later in the game. Quick update from the 8-man football realm. Pembroke 16-14 lead over CG Finney in the Falcons' nest heading into the 4th quarter. 1st and 10 for the Trojans here. Bump loses his footing, brought down near the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Second and 10 for the Trojans. Snap goes to Ricky Townley now in the backfield, and there he goes! Ricky Townley breaking free for a huge gain down to about the 10-yard line. First down coming up for Alexander. Bump awaiting the snap, takes it, cuts it upfield. Joe Truer there for the tackle. And that's going to do it for this 3rd quarter. We head to the 4th. It's a 42-0 Alexander lead. Once again, we'd like to thank Casella Waste, 308-0662 for a dumpster, roll-off service, or residential pickup at your house. TF Browns, ready to meet your needs and budget, whether you're looking for a great place for lunch or dinner, a place to relax and enjoy a beverage, or planning any type of party or get-together. Also, Empire Tractor, your local New Holland dealer, selling a full range of tractors and farm equipment. EmpireTractor.com for more information. Genesee Community College hosting a drive-thru open house on Saturday, October 16th. It's my brother's birthday. Georgian Swede Sales and Service, established in 1983, Georgian Swede has the equipment you need, including Hyundai construction equipment. Western New York Concrete, pave your way to success. Contact Western New York Concrete Real Estate Salesperson Kenneth Klein, your hometown realtor. Call Kenneth now, 297-0764. Allow him to sell you your home sweet home. Bubba's Landscape, For all your residential and commercial lawn treatment needs, you'll spend less time on lawn care and more time doing things you love. 768-6578. Main Street Insurance Agency, incorporated in 1992 with 2 locations in Warsaw and Attica. Give them a call or stop down for an insurance quote.
In between this, yeah.
All right, so getting set to start the 4th quarter. And once again, a reminder, if you did experience connection issues on YouTube, you can head on over to Facebook. Don't believe there's any connection issues there. And if you'd like to rewatch the game, and Alexander trying to stretch for the end zone here. 3rd and goal here. Ball comes out into the end zone. Notre Dame has it. So Notre Dame picks up the takeaway, stops the Trojans from punching it into the end zone.
Fumble on the play recovered by the Irish for a touchback. Brings the ball out to the 20-yard line, 1st and 10.
There's a draw.
So the clock does come to a rest with 11:08 remaining here. 1st down and 10 coming up for the Irish. Ball deep inside their own territory. Or no, excuse me, they gave him the touchback. My head was down adjusting the scoreboard. I did not notice that they awarded them the touchback. Finero rolling out, throwing off his back foot, almost picked off again, but it falls incomplete.
Finero's pass intended for a very incomplete second.
And an illegal formation on Notre Dame, 1st and 15 now.
Penalty is declined, will be 2nd and 10.
Looks like we got a 2nd and 10 here for the Irish. Handoff goes to Edwards. He's wrapped up. It's going to bring up 3rd and about 8.
Edwards on the carry, met by a host of Trojans. Short game, will be 3rd and 8.
All right, coming up in a few moments, we'll speak with Notre Dame varsity baseball coach and Notre Dame great Rick Rapone. Get a few thoughts from Rick on what Coach Bill Sutherland has meant to Notre Dame. Obviously, the football field named after him today. A very long legacy left by the late Coach Sutherland. Plenty of championships, 14 to be exact, at the sectional level. Fanera drops back, rolling out, and he's brought down. That's going to be 4th down coming up for the Irish, 4th and 11. Loss of about 3 on the play. And I believe that we'll see the Irish punt here. TFT. All right, here we go. The punting unit on the field for Notre Dame. 4th and 12 or 13. Barry gets the kick away. Here's Merrill on the return. Blocking in front of him. Merrill cuts it back, but he's wrestled down.
Merrill on the return.
And it's going to be 1st and 10 for Alexander, and we bring in Rick Rapone. Rick, you saw the outpouring of support here for Coach Sutherland, just a massive crowd throughout the first half and at halftime. Does that say at all how much Coach Sutherland meant and means to this institution here at Notre Dame?
Sure does. He is a tremendous coach, 2 sports, and a tremendous teacher. And you saw it today, and obviously a very good classmate too, because there were many of his fellow classmates of the class of 1967 here for him.
Now, when you look back at Notre Dame history, obviously so many great coaches, so many great teams, but what do you think made...
Well, number one, as far as I'm concerned, I had the privilege of playing for him. He was a player's coach. He loved the kids. He allowed them to play. No one could motivate you for a game better than he could. He could get you ready to play like no one. He was assistant baseball coach when I played, and was very helpful and instrumental in us winning back-to-back Monsignor Martin championships in baseball, which was unheard of, and was the only team to ever play in the Georgetown Cup championship game.
Here's Alexander facing a 2nd and about 10. Handoff goes to a new running back, Tyler Marino. Short run, going to bring up about a 3rd and 5. Now, we heard at halftime in championship game.
There was baseball around and ready to play, and in the big games, fundamentals count.
So Trenton Woods under center for Alexander now as the Trojans face a 4th down here. How special of a moment do you think that was for the family? Everybody knows everybody here at Notre Dame, I'm sure. You have a relationship with them. How special do you think that was for them, and how much of an honor do you think that is, knowing how much Notre Dame meant to Coach Sutherland?
Well, you know, they all went here. They all played. Billy is my assistant in baseball. They love the school. They love everything that's going on, and I'm sure it was very special to them to watch their husband and their father recognized, and truly deserved it. And I mean, the size of the crowd was unbelievable.
So you see there, Tyler Marino into the end zone for the Trojans touchdown. A big moment for that young man, I'm sure, as he puts points on the board for Alexander in mop-up duty here at Notre Dame High School. 5:45 remaining. It is now a 48-0 lead, awaiting Klein's extra point. So the kick from Klein up and through, 49-0. And Rick, just one more question before we let you go here. Again, with the crowd that you saw here today, you had the celebration of life of Ricky Mancuso down the street at the school, the dedication of the tree there, the plaque given out to the family, and then obviously the halftime ceremony here honoring Coach Sutherland. Is it moments like these that make Notre Dame such a special place?
Sure is, and ironic as it would be, it memorialized, two very, very prominent families in the Notre Dame history. The Mancusos and the Sutherlands. I mean, you don't get, any better than those two families. They've done a tremendous amount, for the school. And, the best thing that showed is the amount of people that showed up here. You saw the end zone here during the first half of the game. It had to be 20 rows deep of people. And, it's really a testimony, and the same with the ceremony for the Mancusos. That crowd was from the steps in Notre Dame all the way down to Union Street. So, great thing for Notre Dame, and a really great thing for the Sutherland and the Mancuso families.
All right, so much thanks to Notre Dame varsity baseball coach, Notre Dame alum Rick Rapone, spending a few moments with us while he's working the score clock here. So pulling double duty with time winding down in the fourth quarter. We've already awarded the Casella Waste Athlete of the Game. That, of course, went to Christian Kissel. Turns out his punt return was the difference in this game. First time Alexander touched the ball, took it 80 yards for a score. So Kissel, your Casella Waste Athlete of the Game, and now we'll award the TF Browns top trench performer, and that is going to be given to senior Matt Jason. He's been a emotional leader as well as a performance leader for this Alexander team, and another quality performance here this afternoon. Matt Jason, your TF Browns top trench performer for Alexander. And once again, we would like to thank our sponsors. You heard about Casella Waste and TF Browns. Now Empire Tractor, Genesee Community College, Georgian Swede Sales and Service, Western New York Concrete Corporation, Howard Hanna Real Estate Services and real estate salesperson Kenneth Klein, Bubba's Landscape, and Main Street Insurance Agency. So the final 5:45 left to go here at Notre Dame. 49-0, Alexander in the lead. This game has never been in doubt since the first 4 minutes of the game. And it was getting ugly at one point, but emotions have settled, and both teams just looking to get out of here and live to fight another day. As Finera under center. Snap, handoff goes to Vinny DiRizio, falling forward for a gain of 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Finera, complete. Finds C.J. Thornley for a first down. So a quick reminder to join us next week. One game on the docket, a Friday night matchup between Leroy and Attica, two Class C programs fighting for playoff positioning. Attica looking to put its hat back in the race as they've fallen out of contention in recent weeks, and Leroy looking to put its stamp on one of the higher seeds in that classification. So Friday, 7:30 p.m. at Leroy. Leroy versus Attica. That's next week. Handoff goes to the up back. Dan Castro. or Gabe Castro, excuse me. Gain of 4, 2nd and 6 coming up. Another JV call up, getting some time here for the Irish. So this one all but over here, 3.5 minutes to go. Be sure to tune in to the dailynewsonline.com for a game story, stats, either later tonight or tomorrow morning as Finero lofts this one up. He's got Cummings! And he's ridden out of bounds at about the 1-yard line, just shy of finding the end zone for the first time this afternoon. Finero goes up top to Evan Cummings for the long gain. And now Notre Dame is knocking on the door. So the Irish trying to take some solace from an otherwise dismal effort here this afternoon, trying to punch this one in on what is likely going to be their final possession of the game. Notre Dame's already been blanked 3 times this season, so looking to get themselves on the board here and avoid a 4th shutout, and Finero into the end zone for the Irish touchdown. It's 49-6. Notre Dame is on the board. 2:45 to play.
Good job, CJ.
So 49-6, time winding down. Notre Dame finds the end zone, and now kicker Brandon Carrick. And he drives the ball right into the feet of his lineman, so that's no good. And it remains a 49-6 game.
Penalties? False starts? One.
Now Rick Rapone chiding the Notre Dame players. Sometimes coaches never take days off. Preparing for basketball and baseball already. Coach Rapone, also the JV basketball coach here, trying to instill that discipline from the press box.
Put it in here. In the press box.
Onside kick from the Irish. High bouncing ball, but Woods fields it. And a big hit delivered by McWilliams as he's in there on the tackle. First down for Alexander. And that's going to just about do it here from Notre Dame. Now Coach Rapone calling for his baseball and basketball players to be removed from the game.
They got Barry out of there. Good, 2 baseball. Gotcha, buddy. change of possession.
So Alexander carries it forward for about 4 yards. We're going to keep the clock running here. Take a few more plays. But Alexander's going to walk away with a 49-6 victory, improve to 5-1. Notre Dame falls to 1-5, 5 straight losses for the Irish after beginning the season with a win over York Pavilion. York Pavilion now 0-6 on the year. Up next for the Trojans will be a matchup against that York Pavilion team, so another win expected for Alexander next week. And then a final week matchup against Calmum Byron Bergen. And that could be a tough game for Alexander. The Raiders have shown ability at times this season, but at other times they've had some letdowns, so kind of an up-and-down season for CMBB, and that should be the last challenge that Alexander may face this year. Until the postseason, that is. Elsewhere in Class D, Oakfield, Alabama Elba knocked off state-ranked number 2 Avon last night in Avon. So the Aggies have taken over the top spot in Class D. They remain unbeaten. And now Alexander, a one-loss team, along with Avon. So that Class D title
No.
in contention is a long run from Townley, much to the chagrin of Coach Rapone. And Notre Dame able to make the tackle with 41 seconds remaining.
He stopped me this time.
And the clock continues to roll. We'll see if Alexander will kneel it out or if they'll go to the end zone here. And I believe they don't have victory formation, or do they? Yes, they do. So a kneel down from the Trojans to seal the victory, and Alexander will take this one home by the final score of 49-6. Once again, my name is Alex Brasky. For the Batavia Daily News, we'd like to thank our sponsors once again and remind you that without these sponsors, we would not be able to bring you all of our live high school sports broadcasts that we do throughout each season. So thank you for tuning in, and thank you for the hospitality from the Notre Dame administration. A tough day for the Irish, but a big afternoon for the Trojans as they take home their 5th victory of the season by that 43-point margin. Once again, my name is Alex Brasky signing off. We'll see you next time.